Welcome to Sports Path. I'm Zach Halverson, and with me is Jamie Dustin. The winter sports season ended nearly a month ago, but winter not finished. These shots were taken out at White Bear Lake South Campus, and as you can see, every outdoor spring sport is affected.
There has been very few Aprils in which the weather was this bad. Every Minnesota State High School League sanctioned sport has a significant portion of their season postponed or even canceled, and it has been a nightmare for student athletes all over the state. The
Suburban East Conference announced that baseball and softball teams will play varsity doubleheaders in an effort to get all of their conference games in. Softball will start April 24th, and baseball will begin on April 29th.
But perhaps the most affected sport is the sport of golf. We talked to White Bear Lake's golf team about the weather's impact on their season, and we have that interview coming up later in this show.
One sport that isn't affected by the weather is archery. White Bear Lake Archery has had a historic program over the years, and this year is no different. White Bear Lake will be represented once again in the National Archery in the Schools Program Tournament in Louisville, Kentucky. Nicholas Anderson talked to the White Bear Archery team, and here is what they had to say.
I'd say archery is a sport where anybody can do it. It just takes a little bit of practice, and anybody can be good at it.
This is one of our regular practices. We will do practice from 3:15 until 4:45. We usually do it twice a week, and we are in preparation for our national tournament. We have two teams going, one from north and one from south, and I'm very excited about it. You need a minimum score of 3,050 points at your state tournament, which they accomplished, and they have had 10,000 people register for the national tournament. So it's a huge venue, and it's a great opportunity for them to see what on a national level, how many people are involved in this sport.
I'm planning to go to nationals with the team, and hopefully we win. It'll be really nice.
What's it going to take to win?
It's going to take a lot of practice because there's some really good shooters out there throughout the country and some really good teams. But I think that if we buckle down, we have a chance.
We use Matthew Genesis bows, and what that is it's a universal bow. Everybody has the same equipment for all of the competitions, so that brings it down to skill level. And that's actually one of the best things about this sport is everybody's on the same playing level. Your equipment's not going to make you, your skills are, and that's what's nice about this. So one of the things that we work on is it's a score. Perfect round is 50 points per round. Generally you do 3 rounds at 10 meters, 3 rounds at 15 meters for a total score of 300. The goal for them obviously is to make that perfect score. Reality is that doesn't happen. It has happened once in Kentucky, but reality is life's not perfect. You're not going to get that score all the time. But the goal is to continually work on that.
My favorite part is probably the tournaments. Getting all the schools together and getting to compete. It's a lot of fun.
There's 12 steps to archery for what we do, and we start with the basics. You're going to do a pre-draw to a draw. You stop at your anchor. Your hand is always pushing out towards your target. When you release, you're going to release, and the arrow, after your follow through, the arrow is going to hit the target. A lot of people think you have to aim at the yellow to hit it, but reality is your body is different and it will always change. So some people are actually aiming on different parts of the target to hit it, and that's one of the things about this. It develops your body awareness and what you need to get there and how to get there. And a lot of it's individualized. You have your basics, and then I'll fine-tune it for your body and how you develop.
I've been shooting for about 4 years now, and it's down to muscle memory. So pretty much my muscles just remember the form the whole time. And the main thing for me this year is just not to think about it. Like some archers, if they have a bad shot, they'll get all psyched out about it, and their next arrow will be bad. If I have a bad shot, I just forget about it.
Going to nationals, I'm very excited about. We have some of the best archers. They have worked really hard on it. A lot of these kids that are going, there's a couple seniors and juniors, they've been shooting for 6-7 years, and so this is their last trip. And for them,
all right, retrieve!
This embodies what they've been working on. They have plans to continue on work with archery, but I think it shows them how much they've grown in their sport and in themselves, and I like that because when you go to nationals you get to see the other teams and you get to see what they've developed, and it shows the kids where we're at and what we want to do, and I'm very proud of what they've accomplished. You know, not everybody gets to go, and so they've done a very good job with that.
Coming up next, Tim Peterson may be gone, but before he went on his trip to Columbia, he left us some tips.
Ooh, tips with Timmy. Looking forward to that. Also, there's some controversy in the Classic Suburban Conference. Find out which school may be forced to leave next.
Right. Okay, grab that check. Ready? Let's do this. Hi, Judy Skyvoss reporting for Government Television Network and On Location TV 19, and we're on site live outside the home of our grand prize winner for Suburban Community Channels. Let's go see if he's home. Hi, Mr. Woodstrand.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Mr. Woodstrand. You are the Suburban Community Channel's grand prize winner.
Wait, you mean?
Yes, that's right. You've won your own TV show.
Awesome! My own TV
Congratulations!
show! Everything is amazing! My happiest moment of my entire life just occurred! Woo! King of the world!
The truth is, we probably won't be coming to your house anytime soon. But we want you to join us for an open house at your Community Media Center. It's where you can make your dreams a reality. Come in and meet the staff of SCC, tour your Community Media Center, see what community media could do for you, including how to get started in making your own show. Tour the TV19 production truck, try out cool production tools, and enjoy free food, prize drawings, and be live on TV. Be the star you are. Start your journey in community media during SCC's Celebrate Community Media Open House, Thursday, April 25th from 3 to 7 p.m. Your Community Media Center is located at 2460 East County Road F in White Bear Lake. Visit scctv.org for more information.
Launch it deep. A lot of down there. Can he catch up to it? He can. He's into the end zone. Touchdown.
Zach, what an exciting game you guys had.
Running room. Cuts. Touchdown.
We're all schooled together, and it's kind of neat to see how we've all progressed.
Albert throws up the 3. Good. Pioneers with a good opportunity. Big hook, and a jab right to the jaw, and lights were out. Tying the game up at 4 with this power play goal.
New school records from 2 freshmen.
I want to remind you, anytime you want the latest and the best of Northeast suburban area in sports, tune in to TV19. You will get the best coverage. Don't forget that.
The Classic Suburban Conference voted on Monday to remove St. Thomas Academy from the Classic Suburban Conference. St. Thomas Academy has been a powerhouse in football and boys hockey, and after another state hockey and state hockey conference championship, conference activities directors voted 6-2 to oust them from the conference in the 2014-2015 season. Conference Executive Secretary Peter Vellman told David LeBake of the Star Tribune, quote, St. Thomas Academy is a wonderful school, but they don't have the same face as other schools. They don't have students on free and reduced lunch. They don't have special education students. St. Thomas has known this could be coming, and it's easier than dissolving the conference, unquote. The move is on hold, at least temporary, as the conference found that its constitution must be first amended to create procedures that involve a team removal from the conference. We'll keep tracking the story, and stay tuned for TV19 Sports for updates.
White Bear Lake native and senior Quinnipiac goaltender Eric Hartzell did not win the Hobie Baker Award he was nominated for, recognizing the top college hockey player in the United States. He did, however, get signed by the Pittsburgh Penguins to a one-year entry-level contract. Hartzell posted a career record of 58, 27, and 17 at Quinnipiac and boasted the school's record of a 1.96 goals against average. Congratulations to Eric as he joins a long list of local players in the National Hockey League.
No spring sport has been affected more by the weather than golf. Tryouts for the varsity team haven't occurred yet, and the team is forced to alternate between a room at White Bear Lake High School's South Campus and where many other area golf teams are practicing, the Goodrich Golf Dome. After an ideal spring last year, the Bears golf team, led by Craig Nasvik, is forced to suffer through one of the worst springs in high school sports history. Nicholas Anderson caught up with the team to see how they are adapting to the cold weather.
We're at the Goodrich Golf Dome, and it's a great facility. As you can see, it's packed. This weather's been great for them because, you know, morning, noon, or night, they've got a lot of people here that are wanting to work on their swing. We've already had 5 cancellations or postponements, and you know, we haven't even had a round of tryouts yet. So, and I'm not going to be in a rush. You know, I want the kids to have the opportunity to make or not make the team without pressure, without, you know, feeling like they're between a rock and a hard spot. So now, instead of a 12-week season, literally we're down to a 5 or 6 week season now. First match right now, tentatively, is 23rd. That's Tuesday, a week from today. I really don't see that happening unless River Oaks wants to have a lot of people on their golf course prematurely. The frost still hasn't left the ground in a lot of instances, and when you're talking about the difference between a fairway rough and green, the fragileness of that grass is tremendous, especially on the green. They want it to be in ideal situations where it's going to be dry, the grass is growing, so that the course has a standing chance of rebuilding itself. I want to see the mechanics of the swing. I want to see balance, I want to see tempo, and I want to see extension. If they've got good balance through their swing and they maintain a good integrity of that swing throughout, okay, with that balance and extension, you know, you're going to get a good swing. Okay, but did you see it? Okay, now watch it again. To talk to them and tell them what's going on with their swing and not be able to show it to them, it's night and day, because you can talk and talk and talk and tell them what they're doing or what you'd like them to do, and without that visual, okay, there's not the reinforcement that iPad can give. So we're doing a lot of analysis of swings, just monitoring and adjusting, tweaking just a little bit of things, because again, we're not outside yet, and you know, majority of your shots look perfect off the mat, but you get outside and the dynamic of the ground, the wind, you know, the moisture of the ground and in the air, it all affects the swing. We're seasoned, but we're not old, so that's nice.
Tim may be on vacation, but thank heavens he didn't go without leaving some tips for you softball players out there. We give you tips with Timmy.
Tim, Tim, Timmy, Tim, Tim. Timmy, Timmy, Tim, 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 Timmy. Tim, 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 Timmy, Timmy, Tim, Timmy, Tim, 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 Timmy, Tim, Timmy.
Today we're going to be talking some softball with you, and I should let you know that I have played for 20 years, everywhere from an open league down to an E-League and co-ed and everything. So I'm here to help your game when it comes along this spring. First, we're going to start off with developing a level swing. And what you want to do a lot of times when you're at a ballpark, it's hard to find something or to work on your level swing. So here's what I do. Grab an old garbage can. That's usually at every ballpark. And I line up like this, and I just try to act like I'm knocking the ball right off it. I use it as a tee, and I just work on getting my level swing down that way. So that way when I step in, I'm ready to go. And believe it or not, in 20 years, I've never actually ever hit the can over. But this can's a little low for me. You probably want to, you can use it, just it starts to help you develop it and helps you able to get somewhat of a level swing so you can improve on that aspect. When you're playing early spring ball, a lot of times your team will go out and have practices and everything, so you can develop as a team and get to know each other. A lot of times you have new players on your team and everything. One thing that I suggest to many players is when you go out there and you're getting your first few swings, just swing nice and easy. First is just to work on the contact of the ball, and then once you get that down and get your eye back for seeing the ball to the bat, work on just hitting it soft. And you'll be impressed and surprised at how far the ball travels without overswinging. When you get into overswinging, that's when you're really giving it all you got, and most of the time you'll pop it up in the air, or it won't do anything. It does not work well for you. So work on that, and just remember it as the season goes on. You don't have to put everything into it, just swing nice and easy, and you'll get a lot more success that way.
That was interesting.
Yeah, where did they find a field that had no snow?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Huh.
Green screen technology, folks. We are the greatest here at the TV19 Sports.
And if you're wondering where Tim Peterson is, he's actually in Bogota, Colombia, visiting his brother who actually lives down there. Not quite sure when he's coming back.
Nobody really knows, but he doesn't even know.
No, he bought himself a one-way ticket down there, all jokes aside. So it's kind of an indefinite trip at this point, but hopefully he's having a good time, and we look forward to hearing those stories from him.
Right.
And Zach, you have some exciting news. I think it's exciting news to share, right?
Of course, because women love this. I like it too, but I'm not like, oh my gosh. Going to prom, white for prom, senior prom. So I'm very excited. Carolyn said yes, so thank you, Carolyn, for saying yes to me.
Could you please let us know how you asked her to prom?
I staked out her house for 24. About 40 minutes or so, just kind of in the morning before she went to school. She kind of got there about 7:15 in the morning and sat there for.
And she still said yes.
She still
not
said
creeped
yes.
out at all.
Yeah, it was not creepy technically, but it kind of is. I mean, I guess depending on your definition, I'll go get the dictionary. What do you think? Is it creepy or not?
I don't think it's creepy.
No.
And so you guys have a color already, right? She's wearing
like mintish, kind of greenish deal. So I'm looking forward to that. I honestly, I know nothing about prom. You know, I mean, I'm honest with you. I'm kind of.
This is your first one? You didn't go last year?
I didn't go last year. So really looking forward to the experience and everything like that. I was looking forward all year. I was hoping, I was going to hopefully be able to go. And so looking forward to that. Prom's one of those special things that, you got to experience as
absolutely. I went to actually my junior prom, my senior prom, and my super senior prom.
Oh, really?
Because the boy I was dating was a year younger than me. So I have a lot of experience in the prom category. You're going to have a great time. Just be a gentleman. Hold the doors for her.
Absolutely.
Pay for her dinner.
Yes. And,
if she gets cold, give her your jacket.
Well, I mean, it's May 4th, and, the judgment of the weather, it's probably going to be 20, 30 below. I don't know. We'll see. Also want to talk about, because, you're the prom expert.
Yes.
And, there's a open house coming up April 25th here at the station. And, maybe perhaps you could start your own prom show.
I was thinking about setting up a booth, like Jamie's free prom tips. If you'd like to come, I could always answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to both be out there kind of running the whole truck scenario, because if you want to come out, kind of get interviewed, see what we do. There's so much stuff. April 25th, I believe it's a week from Thursday.
It is a week from Thursday. I know very well what day of the week that is. So.
Yeah, definitely. We got free food. We got free things, free goodies. So, you could win a TV right now. I'm just relaying what Nicholas Anderson is saying in my ear right now, but we're having fun.
Wow, yeah, it'll definitely be a good time. It's a lot of fun, and you'll get to see what goes on behind the scenes, how things work around here. So
there's so much to TV that when you come in here, you get to see how we do the show. It's magical. It's television magic.
We don't just come in and sit down and that's just how it goes. So you'll get to learn kind of how everything comes together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? We always come out with this. We're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So not only can you come in and see how it's done, you can actually do it. And I started here 5.5 years ago. This summer, this August, will be my 6th year at the station.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah, good for you.
I encourage anybody who's interested in media, come on down.
Great experience.
Come on down. So. Yeah, it's great. And want to encourage you to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/TV19Sports, and at TV19Sports on Twitter if you're the Twitter variety. And, we talked a little bit about this last week on the show with the athletic activity directors.
Yeah.
And how Twitter has really revolutionized a lot of things in terms of high school sports. What's crazy about Twitter in terms of, I know you don't really have one yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, you're going to have one.
Yep.
You're going to have one eventually.
Come out of the Stone Age.
Sweeping the nation. But it's so cool for high school sports because you go on there and literally, I go to a game, like let's just say I go to when we actually have weather for it, I go to a game at Montemita Lacrosse game against Hill Murray, and I could get scores from, across town, White Bear Lake and Roseville, whatever it is.
Yep.
And it's so cool, and I thank many people on Twitter who are sharing these scores, because it's kind of making high school sports so much easier to follow. Because it used to be where you get the scores from the paper the next morning.
Yep.
And you don't have that anymore. You don't have that anymore. You basically go on Twitter and you search, whatever it is, White Bear Lake hockey. Boom, there it is.
So the moral of the story is thank goodness for technology.
Thank you. TGIT or TGFT, whatever it is. Twitter at TV19 Sports. We're going to start kind of using that more as well. We're definitely, as we get into the spring sports season, we have a lot of free time on our hands. There's really not much to do here at this point, just because there's no sports,
Exactly.
So we're hoping that by next show, maybe we'll have highlights to show you. As we said, I believe softball starting April 24th, baseball starting April 29th, at least in the White Bear Lake Suburban East Conference, Classic Suburban Conference. That's probably going to be the similar scenario, because you have teams trying to get all these games in the limited amount of time we have. And we talked about golf. All five schools golf teams are just, I can't imagine. Can you imagine being halfway through your season almost and not having a team yet?
Well, and the one thing that I actually think about the most is the seniors right now. So if you're a senior golfer and you haven't even started tryouts for golf yet, my heart really goes out to them, because it's the one season that you look forward to your whole career, and what do you do? So we're hoping that Mother Nature gets her act together and gives us some nice weather so that you're able to compete. But if you have something going on at your school that you'd like to let us know about, you'd like to have us cover, please let us know, either through Facebook, Twitter. You can send us an email as well. We'd love to come out and cover it for you.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for stories here. If you got some story that maybe kind of think deserves attention that it isn't getting, let us know. We'll come out.
We got you covered.
We got you covered. We are here for you. So for all of us here at the station, TV19 Sports, thank you so much for joining us. For now, I'm Zach Alverson.
And I'm Jamie Dustin.
And that's your Sports Path.